more and more what we are seeing are people taking Ubers and Lyfts. Those are called rideshare cases, ride shares. And the more we see of people taking those rides, obviously, the more crashes that you're going to see involving Ubers and Lyfts and those kinds of cars. So a lot of people wonder, what are their rights? If they're in a Lyft or if they're in an Uber and they're injured, what can they get from Uber, if anything? And so there's a law in Florida that sets out the limits that you, as a passenger in an Uber car, can get. Or if you're in another car and an Uber car, crashes into you and injures you, what can you get from Uber? And so here's the way it works in Florida. So if the person driving for Uber has the app on, but they are not going to pick up anybody and they don't have anybody in their car as a passenger, then there's a $50,000 limit that if they crash into you and you're injured, there's $50,000 in coverage that you can get from Uber if they have the app on and if they are not on their way to pick somebody up or have anybody in their car. Now, if they are on the way to pick up somebody for Uber or Lyft, or if they have a passenger in their car, there is a $1 million limit. And so, how does that benefit you? Well, if you're a passenger in the Uber or Lyft car and they're at fault and you're injured in a crash, there's $1 million of coverage that you can pursue. If you are the driver of another car that the Uber car crashes into and the Uber car is at fault, then you can likewise go get up to $1 million in coverage from Uber or Lyft. And so that's the way it works. And the reality is nobody wants to be injured in a car crash. That's worst case scenario. But if you're going to be injured in a crash, you want somebody who can afford to pay for your claim, for your injuries, for your pain and suffering. And so if you are in a crash involving an Uber and the Uber driver is at fault, there is quite a bit of coverage and money to pursue if your injuries are worth it.